In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 things that you should know about the chakras. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new, make sure that you subscribe before you leave, and welcome back if you're already a subscriber. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 things you need to know about the chakras, and this is more of like a basic stuff that we should all know about the chakras, starting at the bottom, and then we're going to work our way up as we learn more. By the way, if you are a part of my Patreon, you know that we've already started doing weekly forecast readings. So every single Monday I post a weekly predictions, weekly reading, and I also share more one-on-one personal things with you guys there. Okay, chakras. What are they? Basically, our bodies, just like the universe and everything in the universe, are made up of energy. We have 7 chakras inside our body, which are 7 centers of energy. Each of these chakras has a function. Okay, so the first thing we should know about chakras is that the word chakra comes from Sanskrit. Chakra is Sanskrit for wheel. So these are basically like wheels along our body that are constantly rotating and spinning and moving. We all have a life force, which is also called the Pran or Prana. And this life force is going like in our body in the number 8 kind of a motion, and it goes through each chakra. We actually have a bunch of chakras, but these 7 are the main ones, and these 7 are the most important ones. They start from the crown of our head, which is called the crown chakra, to the base of our spine, which is our root chakra. Number 2, the second thing we should know about chakras is that each one has a specific function when it comes to our spirituality, emotions, and even our physical health. So starting from the top, we have the crown. The crown is all about spirituality and our connection to the universe. The second chakra is your third eye chakra, which is located right here in between your eyes. And this is all about your intuition. The third chakra is our throat chakra, which is right here along the throat, and it has to do with communication and expression. The fourth chakra is our heart chakra, which is located where our heart is, and this chakra has a lot to do with love and self-acceptance. Then we have our solar plexus chakra, which is right in the middle of our abs, and this chakra has a lot to do with our confidence and our sense of self. Then we have our sacral chakra, and this one is right above or right below our belly button, and this has a lot to do with creativity, being inspired and motivated. And the last chakra we have is our root chakra, which is located at the bottom of our spine, and this is a chakra for stability and just feeling safe, survival. So now that we went through each chakra, where it is and what it's for, let's get into number 3. The third thing that we should know about chakras is that when one of these chakras gets weak or clogged, that can really affect the function of that chakra in our life. That life force, that prana that is constantly moving, that can get stuck, because remember, it goes through each chakra. So if one of the chakras is weak, that life force energy is going to struggle to get through that one, and in turn it will affect whatever chakra is weak. It will affect that energy in your life. So sometimes when one chakra is blocked, the life force energy is kind of slower to move, and it will start to eventually affect the other chakras in your body. But when we become self-aware of where in our life we are struggling, we can work with that area of the chakra system to clear that block, to clear that struggle, which comes to number 4. How can you tell which one of your chakras is blocked? The first thing I would recommend is go to Google and search up about chakras, blocked chakras. How can you tell which chakra is blocked? Eventually I will be getting into each chakra on my channel if you guys are interested in something like that. But for now, the first thing I would recommend is just Google it. But I'm going to give you a simplified version, a really quick version right now to how to tell which chakra is blocked, okay? Basically, if your crown chakra is blocked or clogged, this means you have a tough time connecting with the universe, God, spirituality, your higher self. It's like a harder time, a struggle to connect with this energy. When our third eye chakra is blocked, we may seem to find ourselves getting more headaches. We find ourselves getting a little bit more confused. There's mental fog. You have a hard time listening to your intuition, and also making a decision becomes very, very difficult. When our throat chakra is blocked, that means we have a hard time communicating and expressing ourselves. When our heart chakra is clogged or blocked, it means we have issues with relationships and love and also self-love. When our solar plexus chakra is blocked, we may seem to have a lot more self-esteem issues, a lot more confidence issues, and we feel powerless. When our sacral chakra, which is right below our belly button, when that chakra is clogged or blocked, we may find ourselves feeling lazy or bored or just feel low energy. You also feel just unmotivated and uninspired to do anything. And last, our root chakra, which is right below the spine. When this chakra is clogged or blocked, that means we don't feel safe. We don't feel stable in our environment. We just have a hard time feeling secure, and a lot of fears and anxieties may come up. Now that we know how to figure out which chakras we need to work on, comes number 5. The 5th thing that we should know about chakras is that we can clear, reactivate, reopen the chakras. Like, don't worry if there's an area of your life you feel like your chakra is clogged or blocked, or there's stagnant energy. It's easy to clear your chakras at home, and I'm going to share with you guys a few ways you can do it. So each chakra has corresponding colors. It has corresponding foods you can eat to reactivate it. Aroma, scents you could use to reactivate it. When you can pinpoint which chakra needs cleansing, you can start to work on it right away by using the colors that go with it, by eating the foods that associate with that chakra color, by kind of redecorating your environment with that color to kind of reactivate and open that chakra. What I like to do is run sage or Palo Santo all over my body to kind of just clear the energies away from that chakra, to reopen it and activate it. Wear the colors that you need to activate those chakras. And my favorite thing, well, 2 of my favorite things is lighting candles and also wearing crystals. Working with crystals when it comes to chakras. That has been such a profound thing when it comes to my chakras, working with my own chakras. I'm going to share with you guys a few of the things I use, and because I love using these, I created some for you guys too. So if you guys are interested in purchasing these are all up in my shop. One of these things is this necklace. So I like to wear necklaces that has every single chakra stone in it, and I like to just have that on my body to kind of just help the chakra system get cleared on its own. Even if I'm working or doing something or busy, I'm not fully concentrated on, oh my god, my chakra is this, my chakra is that. It kind of just does it for me, and I can relax and know that I'm okay, I'm gonna be okay. It's healing while I'm doing whatever I need to do. So crystals are a great way to open your chakras. The next thing I like to do is use candles. So I like to use candles because I'll show you how I use the candles. So let's just get right into, let me show you guys a few ways that I use them. These are the kinds of things I like to use to open up my chakras. Already just looking at them, just lighting the candle in the center of them, I can feel my whole body relax. So here's what I like to use. I like to use selenite tea light holders, whether they're this kind or this kind. These are gonna be up in my store real soon if they're not up already. But these, I love them because they have every single chakra stone on it already that corresponds with the color, the symbol of that chakra, this is the throat chakra, and the corresponding crystal with it. Not only that, but this has some other crystals like a rose quartz, and it also has a kyanite with bismuth, and what is this? This is clear quartz. So basically this one is to really connect to the cosmos, bring down that energy from the universe, and it's amplified with this clear quartz. Selenite is good for cleansing all your chakras. And then we have the rose quartz, which is extremely high vibration of healing. And then you light the tea light in there, and just wherever you're sitting, wherever you are, whether you're watching TV, working, whatever, or about to go to sleep, reading a book, whatever it is you're doing to relax, even working in your office, light a tea light candle in there, and it will just really calm all your energies. And I also have an option in my store. If you guys want the Shri Yantra plate, you guys can drop that inside of your tea light holder, and this is very powerful, cleansing your chakras, also allowing you to go deeper inside of your mind to see what it is you want and how it is you can attain it. It'll give you the ideas, the inspiration, the creativity. It just cleanses your energy. It's very good high vibration. And then this one right here, it's the selenite crystal tea light holder. And then I have every single chakra crystal in here too. This doesn't have the chakra symbols engraved into it, but it does have amethyst, clear quartz, all these different crystals that go with your chakras to heal and cleanse them. And the same here, this is a little bit different than this one. This one also has kyanite, but it has a evil eye amulet. So whenever somebody sends you negative energy by talking ill about you, getting jealous of anything you have, it kind of deflects all that back. So that's why I love these, because everyone has an intention. You know, you want to cleanse your chakras. What do you want to cleanse it for? Do you want to cleanse it from evil eye? Do you want to heal from any past hurt? You know, all that stuff. Wearing crystals is another amazing way to clear your chakras. And this is one of my favorite things of all time. I love this bracelet so much. So it has every single chakra symbol in it and the corresponding stones that go with that chakra. So say you're not able to light the candle, right? Wear the crystals. Say you don't know which chakra you need help with that day. Wear this so that you could have one crystal for each chakra. You know that all your chakras are being taken care of and healed and reactivated. And another way that I love using crystals for chakras is by lining them on my body. Wherever that chakra is on my body, I will line the corresponding crystal on top of my body right there, and I will just kind of sit there. I will lay there and just relax for a while. I'll lay there, read a book, I'll lay there, watch TV, or I'll just lay there even for 5 minutes just to kind of clear and activate whatever needs to be healed. Okay, so in that pouch, I have 7 crystals, and each 7 crystal has to do with all our 7 chakras. So it would be from crown to third eye to throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and root. So you would put this on like that crown right above your head. You would put this right where your third eye chakra is, right between the eyes. You'd put this on your throat. You'd put this where your heart is, and on and on. And that's how you can just kind of meditate on your chakras, heal them, reactivate them, reopen them. Just overall, just find yourself feeling a little bit more calmer and better, and kind of like your roads have just been opened a little bit. So if you guys are interested in this, you guys can go and purchase it on my store. I wanted to share all this with you guys. Not only are these things that I actually use every day for myself, but I do offer these for you guys. Another way that you can clear your chakras is to go out in nature. Go to the park, go to the beach, go to the lake, even walk barefoot around your house. Like, just connect with nature, sit where there's trees, and just allow your mind to relax and allow that air to like just cleanse your body. Like, nature is one of the best healing things that we have ever. So use it. Use nature to your advantage. Use nature to naturally just cleanse your chakras, reactivate them, and make you feel calmer. But I hope you guys liked this video. Did you guys find it useful and helpful? Do you guys want more chakra videos coming up? Also, if you want to get more details of chakras, working with chakras and all that, head over to Patreon. I'm able to give a lot more of my time on Patreon, but also visit my store if you guys need any spiritual supplies, anything that I showed you. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.